Hey, hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jan and I love makeup. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you. Today's video, I've been working on this for 2 weeks, I think. Been trying to just compile a bunch of really short, sped up videos so I could show you different eye looks that you could create with the Nomad Cloud Forest palette. I love Nomad cosmetics, but that's not a secret. I have tons of Nomad content on my channel. You would think they were paying me. They are not. They're getting all this for free. Look at all of those beautiful colors. I am not disappointed in any of these. Man, so much goodness. So I'm going to show you a bunch of looks that I did and how I got this one here. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, you could totally do that now. Costs you nothing, and I super appreciate it. If you like this video at any point during the video, you could totally give it a thumbs up. That would be awesome as well. Or, give it a thumbs down if you hate it. That's okay too. All right, let's just get going on this. I'm about to have a very naked face. Brace yourself. Okay, here we go. I'm actually super excited for this video. It's going to be a bit of a longer one, I think, but I just can't help but get excited about it. So I'm going to do a look with the Nomad Cloud Forest palette. This video is obviously a multiple looks, one palette video. So this is the last one I'm going to do for this video, but it's the first one you're going to see, I think. Having said that, I used my Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas Eye Base for under my brow area. And then I used the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas Eye Base in white for my mobile lids and up into my crease and its creasing. This doesn't dry down, which I actually prefer, but it does blend out nicely. So I'm just gonna go back in and blend that. I did this with one other look and it worked really, really well. I don't love the white all the way up to my brow bone or to my brows actually. It looks gray or blue-ish when my makeup's all done. That's not a look I enjoy. So I just used the white where I'm gonna put the super bright colors because this one is gonna be super bright. Okay, so we're gonna start with Passiflora, I think. That was one I didn't use that much in my other looks. So we're just gonna go in on this shadow brush and I'm gonna start packing it on. I'm just gonna place it down for now and then blend it out and do all the things. Such a good color. My face isn't done and I'm getting some fallout because I'm not being even a little bit careful. So I'm just trying to map out the shape that I want. And I think that's it. Okay, now I want to use Toucan because this was the other shade I didn't really use. And I really want to. I used it once for an inner corner, which you'll see. And it was stunning, but I didn't use it like full on, and I think it deserves a moment. So I'm literally just packing this on where I didn't put the Passiflora. It's going to be a very, very simple look, but I think once it's blended and my face is done, it should be pretty cute. And I'm going to use the yellow brush and just like swoosh over the yellow to the Passiflora. Super gentle until it's nicely blended. Choosing these two shades was strategic because they will blend nicely together to make a peachy orange on my lid. I'm going to repeat the same thing on the bottom once I get my face on. Yellow on the inner, Passiflora on the outer. And I think I'm gonna blend the Passiflora shade into my blush a little bit, or blend my blush into the Passiflora. I'm not sure. I may even use it as a blush. We'll see. But then I'll come back and I'm gonna use the Wildlife Wonderland as my inner corner highlight. So let me go do all of that and I'll come right back and we'll talk about the palette. I'll show you the other looks that I did and we can discuss. Okay, let's zoom in for an up close look at my eyes. I think this look came out super fun. I didn't go too hard with the blending on the center. I wanted it to be a bit more kind of in your face, and I definitely used Passiflora as my blush. I think it looks so fun. And I lined my lower waterline with my LA Girls Shockwave Neon Lip Liner. I only use it in my waterline, so I'm not going back and forth to my lips and my eyes. Well, this would be a pretty fun color. And then for my lip, I used my A Dose of Colors lip liner in the shade Hot Ticket, which is like that kind of orangey pink, which I thought matched the Passiflora really well. And then I had to use my Nomad lip gloss, of course. I really love these lip glosses. I really haven't been into lip gloss a whole lot, but of course when these came out, I wanted them. And Felicia sent me 3 of them just to kind of show her appreciation for, you know, my being obsessed with the brand. Anyway, I wear lip gloss now probably 3 or 4 times a week, which is a lot for me because before I never, ever wore lip gloss. So they're really good. If you haven't gotten them and you were thinking about it and you like lip gloss, I say do it. Okay, as for the palette, I mean, this look took me like 3 seconds to do. Slight exaggeration, but not by much. The Toucan shade and the Passiflora went really nicely together. And I used the Wildlife Wonderland for the inner corner shine. I was gonna go all matte and use Green Vine Snake. Yeah, I love Green Vine Snake. So, but I thought maybe just a little bit of shimmer on the inner part of my eye would be kind of fun. So let's talk about the other look. This first look I'm going to show you is my second time using the palette. So you can see I used a bunch of different shades in this look. I put Jaguar on, I used Passiflora, and then I wanted to see the difference between the Bromelaid and the Passiflora shades. They ended up kind of looking similar on the eye. Not horribly upset about it. And then I went in with Blue Morpho and then Resplendent Quetzal. Then I went on top of all of that with River Trail. That River Trail shade is so good. It just, it's amazing. And I really like the look that I came up with. I think all of these shades go together very well. So for the next look, I used the Green Vine Snake and Resplendent Quetzal over my lid, similar to the look I did today. I just wanted to really see what they would do and how they would look on the lid by themselves. And again, I primed with my white Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas eye base for that look as well. I used the Urban Decay like chubby pencil in white on my inner corner, and then I just loaded up Toucan on my inner corner for that bright yellow, and that look wore and stayed looking nice all day long. Okay, for this look, the Violet Saberwing shade all over the outer part, Orchid on the inner. Again, similar to this look, half and half, blended them out, and then I patted River Trail over that. Again, it's such a good shimmer shade, especially if you want to kind of disguise where 2 colors come together without, you know, mudding them up too much. I actually used this technique a couple of times. I really like this look so much. I thought it was beautiful. This next look, I kept thinking of it as my watermelon eye look. I used all of the greens, starting at the darkest on the outer, working my way in and up for the lighter greens. I thought the greens are just fantastic. If you missed my first video, I'll link it below so you can go and check it out. The greens are amazing. And then I used Bromelaid on the inner half of my lid and up into the transition area. I really liked how those looked together. I used hanging bridges to kind of gap the green and the Bromelaid. I really, really like how the Hanging Bridges shade looks over the green. Not so much over the pink. It tends to look a bit brownish, even though there's pink in the shade. So this wasn't my most favorite look, but I think it did work for sure. And then the last look, I wore this one to the Lori Morgan concert. It's the brown and orange. I used two-toed sloth all over the outer half of my eye, up into my crease, blended out really, really light. And then, I just built it up until it was as deep as I could get it. And then I applied the Jaguar shade all over the inner and blended them together. And I applied Hanging Bridges over this again to kind of bridge the two shades together. And I really, really like how this looked. I thought it was just beautiful. The colors were very, kind of toned down, brown and orange, but still really fun. So I was really happy with this. I did, go back and forth and layer and build because I wasn't really sure how it was all going to come together, but I ended up really liking the look at the end. So I hope that you liked these looks in this kind of video format that I've been doing. I want to be able to use my makeup, and I like to do a bunch of different looks. So I thought I could just compile them all into one video, and hopefully somebody out there enjoys that. Also, I was thinking while I was lining my lips, I really think Nomad should get into making eyeliners. I suspect they would be very, very good at it because they have such a great grasp of color combinations and the saturation of the colors that they put out there. I would love to see them do eyeliners. I'm an eyeliner junkie. I love them, all the colors, but I really need a good green. So I think Nomad should do eyeliners. Anyway, I hope that you liked this video. If you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Either way, I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Be good and remember to be kind to you.